Welcome to my channel, where it's allowed real conversations and discussions, positive feedback, and language that may be suitable for viewers of 18. And I hope and pray that you enjoy this show. God bless you all. You have heard so much about him, but in a few minutes you're going to hear from him. Please subscribe to this channel. I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening. You have heard so much about him, but in a few minutes you're going to hear from him. Talk to me, say something. Tell me a little bit right here.
Tell me what's really going on.
I'm in to hear that.
No one can do it better.
No.
Get your ass inside. Yeah, I'm in to hear that. Tell me a little bit right here.
Hey, what's up? What's happening? How y'all be? Welcome to another episode of Stargell's World with me, the Bonafide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina, not afraid to yell out what's real, nor speak what I feel, Carlos Stargell, the last. Cause when they made me, they broke the mold. I'm all right if y'all all right. Just want to give birthday shout outs. Everybody whose birthday today. October the 16th. Happy birthday and may God bless you with many plenty more. And I want to give a shout out to my aunt in Greenville, Georgia, Virginia Stargell. Happy birthday, auntie. And may God bless you with many plenty more. Want to give shout outs. Everybody all around the world, across the country, the state of Georgia, every city, mainly the Atlanta area. Okay, y'all, as y'all can see in the background, tonight's Thursday night game on Amazon, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm not gonna say who I'm gonna go with in this game, but I just hope and pray that it be a better game than to be expected. And before I get back to the game, let me tell you what the weather is up here. It's 65 degrees here in Burlington, North Carolina. Feel like 64, so they say. No participation, humidity 45%, 8 miles per hour wind, and air quality is good. Thank you, Jesus. Thank God for the weather. Can't question God on that. But anyway, back to the game. Now, Pittsburgh, we already know that Pittsburgh is a good team. Cincinnati, they all right. But I like them better. I like them back in the day. I also like the Cleveland Browns too. So, to be honest with you, that whole AFC North is all right with me. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Baltimore, they all right with me. Now the only thing I don't like, I wouldn't like it when they play the NFC South, and you know they give us hell, especially the Falcons. But like I say, just want to say this when I know here, you look at the status and the records, like who got more wins or whatever. Yeah, you can look at the status too, but at the same time, look at it like it's gonna be another year, and you hope and pray that it be a better year. But sometimes it don't work out. Sometimes it don't work out as planned, and that's on the real for real. It won't work out as planned. And you know what? That ain't cool. But guess what? You can't do God's work. You gotta go by his plan. You gotta go by his plan, not your plan. And that's true. Because when you try to do it your way, it never works. But when you do it God's way, It always works. That's why. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being obedient. Cause shoot, I can be obedient, live righteous, and stay humble all at the same time. And don't have to worry about all this nonsense that's going on. But hey, you got to stay focused now because you got a lot of things going on this earth. Excuse me. Boy, that was some good water. But anyway, back to where I was coming, back to what I was saying. And stop taking these rivalries so far.
Talk to me, say something.
It's just a game. They out there on the gridiron. They don't want to put their life and bodies on the line, on that field. We ain't doing it. Only thing we doing is watching and betting. But I'm gonna say this right here. And to the ones that we talking mess about their team, about other teams, you think you can get out there and do better, you get your tail out there on that field and play. I'm letting you know right now, for what I experienced playing football. It's murder out there on that field, y'all. It is murder. They will knock you out if you ain't careful. That's why I like the defense, because I do the hitting. But I ain't trying to hurt nobody intentionally. But some people, you just got to take your frustrations out on the field. I mean, it ain't personal. It's business. But that what kills me too, y'all. That what tickles me. The difference between business and personal. Well, I'm gonna say this right here. You heard me. You might think it's business, but it's personal to me. Cause when I get a hold to you, it's gonna be personal. But we trying to avoid all that. So we just wanna, we just want peace. We just want peace and love on this earth. What more can we ask for? And again, stop taking these stop taking these rivalries so far, whether it's college, pro, high school, or whatever. Come on now. They out there doing the same thing y'all doing. They out there trying to get paid. And then, and again, they the one who's putting their body out there on the line, out there on that field, even when it's cold. They doing that. Y'all ain't. We ain't. Basically, we just sit back at home, looking at the tube while they on there, busting their butts out on that gridiron. And I'm telling you, for what I know, football ain't no joke if you playing. You better be able to take a hit, and you better be able to dish one out too. For real. And you got to be careful too, because you can get hurt real easy in football. Well, in the sport, to be honest with you, but football mainly. You get hit on the head too many times, you might lose the sense that God gave you. Might not have the sense that God gave you no more. Might start having epilepsy. I'm serious about that. Now, I'm not trying to joke about epilepsy because I'm one of those. But guess what? I haven't had a seizure in a while, and it feels good, and it feels so good. But only thing I don't do, I don't touch that alcohol. Not like that. That's some dangerous shit, y'all. I just, excuse my expression, but I just don't deal with it. Like I say, at my age, I'm just grateful that I appreciate the fact that I'm living my life to the fullest, taking it one day at a time without any words of frustration.
Talk to me, say something.
Right here.
You know what I mean. But on the real, for real though, you get on, like I say, y'all check out if y'all got Amazon Prime, or if it's playing in your area, whether it's in Pittsburgh or Cincinnati, make sure y'all watch. Make sure, especially y'all football fans. And Carlos Green of the deal, I know you're a Cincinnati fan. Guess what? I like them too. I ain't got nothing against Pittsburgh, but I don't root for them. You know why? Because that's not my team. You already know my team, the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, I don't have nothing against no other team except for one. Y'all probably already know who that is. But I'm not going to mention because I don't want none of them obnoxious fans to get on here cussing me out or whatnot. Because guess what? I curse back. And that's on the real for real. But back to the game. And there's a lot of Pittsburgh fans too. Now everybody remember them days when they were known. They front four were known as the Steel Curtain. Well, I don't know what they used to call Cincinnati, they defense back in the day, but I remember some moments with Cincinnati when they had Ickey Woods doing Ickey Woods shuffle. You had Boomer Esiason. You had Ken Anderson before him. But I remember the first time when the Bengals went to the Super Bowl in 1981, 82, even though they lost to the San Francisco 49ers, at least they made it to the Super Bowl. Pittsburgh, they don't went to the Super Bowl a lot of times. And then, but I'm gonna tell you something. When they played Dallas in the Super Bowl in '96, I was really ticked at them because I wanted Pittsburgh to win. Hell, they won it. They won in 77 and 79. I do remember when they beat Dallas in 1979 Super Bowl. Guess what? I should have bet it because I was not a Dallas fan then. I was about to be one. But what happened? A certain imbecile fired Jimmy Johnson. And they ain't been the same. They ain't been right ever since. And I ain't gonna call them out. But I'm gonna let them know. Step down and let somebody else take over, man. You get too old. That's all I'm gonna say. And that's the end of my story. Well, look here. I'm about to shut it down. I want to thank everybody who took the time to tune in, check out, and watch this episode of Stargell's World with the bona fide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina. Not afraid to yell out what's real nor speak what I feel. Carlos Stargell, the last. When they made me, they broke the mold. Oh yeah, I want to give thanks to all the subscribers and those who haven't. Please hit that like and subscription bell, and I really would appreciate it. Live chat is always available, open and guests are welcome. Or you can just comment on the live chat. That'll be satisfactory. I'll appreciate that and I respect that too as well, and that's acceptable. So until tomorrow or whenever, God bless you. Oh, before I close out, Naturally High Less Sober will be live streaming tomorrow. What time, you will be notified. But God bless you. Love you. Y'all be good. Take care of yourselves and each other. Live righteous, stay humble. Follow those basic instructions before leaving Earth. Add no one accord. Have a good day, a better day tomorrow, and a prosperous week to come.
See ya.
And I ain't trying to beat you.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Stargell's World.
See ya.